Poor Man's Opera, fourth novel excerpt. Tooling west on Queen Street in his tricked-out electric VW Kristallnacht SUV with the custom-created battery-powered soundscape of shattering glass, Roddy blazed a fatty and dialed up his talk radio call-in show of choice, We the Sheeple, hosted by the self-styled great excommunicator Reverend Carlton Thigpen. As goes the show's format, the Reverend Thigpen did kick off with a ballyhoo on a specified theme, this one a plea for New Old York to be the first city-state to hook up with the global order of democratic autocracies. These be times we are blessed to find ourselves in existential grace amidst the Lord's vast alternate reality, a divine simulation of benevolent barbarism where a great wave of authoritarian rule is sweeping the world. In primitive times, a plague of liberal delusion infected the minds of men and women in their belief that they were keeping the iron fists of the world at bay, with a false morality that was nothing more than mollycoddling in the form of social programs that sucked the government teat dry as a bone. Today we bear witness to a clear divide of wheat and chaff, strong and weak, superiority and surrender. The self-governing city-states, as they stand today, are the final gasps in a long history of trials and tribulations for our bedraggled Northlands. In the self-same way that our country's primeval symbol, the beaver, was reputed to gnaw off its own acorns when backed into a corner, we city-states have shown our teeth, such as they are, and subsist by rationing the genitalia of our adversity. Up to this juncture, the city-states have existed through uneasy truces, unwritten agreements, and the amorphous specter of an honor system. How much longer can such tenuous alliances last, I ask thee? And now, with our first citizen nowhere to be found, and our fate in the hands of an inexperienced acting first citizen, we are sitting ducks for any other city-state that hath a mind to invade us. 'Tis only a matter of time till we start turning on each other. 'Tis why New Old York needs to join GODA. We need to show Verushka Kennedy Cruz in the Free Republic of America, as well as the other leaders of authoritarian powers of world supremacy. Grigory Volk in the wintry sprawl of the exalted Red Empire. Wu Mingshao of the Sino-Imperial regime that covers so much of the Far East. Michaela Nordstrom of the greater continental secularity that has taken over most of Europe and Scandinavia. Jia Acharya of South Asia's Divine Council of Kali. Benjamin Adebisi of the Spearhead of African Nations. Ismail Harari of the Consolidated Golden Emirate, and Leah Mizrahi of the Neo-Talmudic Shield, all of which make up the global order of democratic autocracies. We must convince them that 'tis in their best interest to enfold us into the fold. We need to achieve this before any of the other city-states beat us to the punch, because ye know very well that they all possess this self-same strategy. 'Tis by God's rigid will that we have embraced our subjugation, and now the time has come to repurpose the chains of our victimhood into the jewelry of our ongoing security, so that we may shade ourselves under the razor-sharp ribs of the pan-tyrannical umbrella. The phone lines are open, so call in and tell me how thou would convince the global order of democratic autocracies that we are worthy of their protection, and why it needs to happen as soon as possible.